Why grit and minerals should be removed when giving racing pigeons antibiotics. There are several important reasons why grit and minerals should be removed from a racing pigeon's diet when they are being given antibiotics. Grit and minerals can interfere with the absorption and efficacy of antibiotics in 3 key ways. 1. Binding. Grit and mineral particles can physically bind to antibiotic molecules, preventing the antibiotics from being properly absorbed into the bloodstream via the gut. Antibiotics need to be absorbed systemically in order to reach therapeutic concentrations that can fight bacterial infections. If a significant portion of the administered antibiotics get trapped on grit or mineral surfaces and eliminated from the body without absorption, it may result in subtherapeutic antibiotic levels and treatment failure. 2. Chelation. Many minerals like calcium, magnesium, iron and zinc have a high affinity for binding to organic compounds like antibiotics through chelation chemistry. The antibiotic molecules end up strongly chelated, bound, to mineral ions, drastically reducing solubility and absorption from the gut. Chelation renders the antibiotics inactive and unable to perform their antibacterial function systemically. 3. Decreased gastrointestinal motility. Grit and minerals can be quite hard and abrasive on the delicate intestinal linings in birds. Having a gut full of grit during antibiotic therapy can decrease normal peristaltic contractions and gastrointestinal motility. This subsequently slows down transit and contact time for antibiotics in the absorptive surfaces of the small intestine. Slower GI motility provides less opportunity for antibiotic absorption into the bloodstream. Additionally, maintaining grit and minerals in the diet can encourage birds to continue normal eating behavior. However, decreased food intake is actually beneficial and recommended during antibiotic therapy for several reasons. 1. Preventing further gut irritation. Many bacterial infections of the digestive tract, like E. coli, salmonella, etc., cause significant inflammation, lesions and ulceration of the gut linings. Continuing to eat gritty, coarse food during antibiotic therapy can exacerbate these gut lesions and extend healing time. Removing grit/minerals encourages resting the GI tract to prevent further irritation while antibiotics help clear the infection. 2. Avoiding decreased absorption. Damaged, inflamed intestines have a reduced ability to properly absorb nutrients, water and medications from the gut. Lower food intake allows gut inflammation and irritations to heal faster, restoring normal absorptive capacity sooner. Better absorption equals improved systemic antibiotic concentrations and better clinical outcomes. 3. Preventing antibiotic inactivation. Some antibiotics like tetracyclines and fluoroquinolones bind very readily to dietary minerals like calcium, magnesium and iron. Eating mineral-rich food during antibiotic therapy provides more opportunity for oral antibiotics to get bound up and inactivated before absorption. 4. Synchronizing antibiotic delivery. Administering antibiotics on an empty stomach allows for more coordinated absorption without interference or binding from any recent food intake. This helps ensure serum antibiotic levels reach therapeutic windows for inhibiting or killing target bacteria. To summarize, providing antibiotic therapy without any grit or minerals in the diet helps. 1. Maximize bioavailability and systemic absorption by minimizing physical binding and chelation. Higher blood antibiotic levels improve clinical effectiveness and bacterial eradication. 2. Reduce additional gut mucosal damage that could be caused by coarse materials during active GI infections and inflammation. This quickens healing time and restores intestinal absorptive capacity sooner. 3. Prevent inactivation of susceptible antibiotics by dietary mineral binding and chelation in the gut before absorption can occur. 4. Allow better synchronization and timing of antibiotic administration relative to food intake and gastrointestinal motility cycles for optimal absorption. For these evidence-based veterinary medicine reasons, grit and minerals should always be withdrawn from a racing pigeon's normal diet when they require antibiotic therapy. Ideally, antibiotics should be given on an empty digestive tract and food reintroduced 1 to 2 hours afterwards. Providing ample, clean drinking water is still important though even when grit or minerals are removed though. Following these best practices allows the administered antibiotics to work most efficaciously against systemic and enteric infections in racing pigeons. The faster the antibiotics can work to eliminate bacterial threats without interference, the sooner the birds can resume normal nutrition, training and racing performance. In conclusion, removing grit and dietary minerals during antibiotic therapy is critical to help maximize absorption, minimize intestinal irritation, prevent antibiotic inactivation, and coordinate delivery, all of which provide the highest probability of clinical resolution and success. Ensuring antibiotics are able to reach full systemic concentrations unbound and unobstructed is central to swiftly defeating bacterial infections and returning racing pigeons back to ideal health and racing condition. Following appropriate medication administration protocols leads to better outcomes in avian medicine and athletics. There are many reasons to buy my racing pigeon method. Here are some of the best reasons. You will get excellent results. It's a very simple system to use. It's affordable. I have had over 400 first prize winners. It's adaptable to any situation. You can use it with any racing method, natural, widowhood, young birds. It's a very effective method. There is no need to spend a lot of money on fancy pigeon products. It's a reliable system and it is foolproof to use. Professional athletes, race horses, take the same products. There is science behind this, not just hearsay. It is all to do with red blood cells and oxygen in the blood. Without that, a pigeon will not race well, or an athlete will not win a race. If he has low oxygen in his blood, the above is fact and is 100% science. There are a few things you can do to improve your chances of winning at racing pigeons. One of the most important things is to learn as much as you can about the sport. You'll need to know the different types of pigeons, how to train them, and how to race them. Another key factor is practice. You'll need to be able to fly your pigeons competently in order to win races. And, of course, you'll need to have the funds to invest in racing pigeons and other racing equipment.